Hi, it's Mark, and whether we like it or not, we are in hurricane season. So today's video is to provide some information and tips around how you can protect yourself as a home purchaser when you're buying a home, as well as what you can do as a homeowner to prepare for a hurricane. So let's talk about when you're buying a home. To begin with, one of the biggest things that we need to make sure is in place is insurance. So in the insurance industry, it's what's known as the box. And what I mean by that is they typically, what they do is they draw a box on a map. This box extends all the way from Virginia on the northern end all the way down to Cuba on the southern end. From the west coast of Florida all the way to the east coast of Florida, it essentially encompasses the whole state. So if there is a named storm in this box, when you have a closing scheduled and you don't have your insurance policy written already, then you may not be able to close, which means when you're buying a house, you'll want to make sure that you have an extension put in place so that you're still under contract when that storm hits. So the type of coverage that you want to make sure that you have in place would be, of course, flood, wind, hurricane coverage, and you'll also want to check to know what type of a deductible that you have. In many cases, deductibles can be quite high. I've seen them be as high as 2% of a home's value. On a $300,000 house, that can be $6,000. So be prepared for that. Now let's talk about when you own a home, what you would want to do to prepare for when that storm is coming. You still want to make sure that you have your insurance in place. So you'll want to check that well before hurricane season even hits. And of course, you still want that same coverage. You want to have wind, flood, hazard, and hail coverage on your home. Also check that insurance deductible again. The things that you want to make sure that you've got in the house so you're prepared for the storm: bottled water, non-perishable food in case power goes out and you're not able to cook. We also want extra batteries and flashlights and perhaps candles to make sure that the house is lit through the storm. You'll also need a battery-operated radio. If you have access to a generator, it sure can make life a lot easier. If you don't, make sure that you've got extra bags of ice as well as coolers to keep food cold that were in your freezer long after the storm and after power goes out. We also, if you're on a well like I am, during the last hurricane, I actually used the water in my pool to take a bath. And thank goodness I had a 5-gallon bucket, because with a 5-gallon bucket with a well, if the power goes out, I can still flush my toilets. Hopefully this has been good information. My intention is that you and your family are safe throughout the course of hurricane season. And if you have any questions or you'd like to reach us to get answers to these questions, please feel free to contact me with the information provided right here in this email. Thanks so much.